Cruising is one thing, but have you ever cruised on a yacht in the Mediterranean? This is something else entirely. Jones Getaways by Dream Vacations presents travel tips and recommendations with Nikki and Tommie. In this video, we discuss Windstar, our itinerary, highlights with tips and recommendations. Join us as we experience luxury like never before.
Hi, I'm Nikki. Thank you for joining us.
And I'm Tommie.
And
Hello.
We are Jones Getaways by Dream Vacations.
Can I talk to
a travel agency that wants to have you experience the amazing of the world.
Yeah. If you haven't joined us before, why not? The good news is you're here now. That's all that matters, okay? What we are retired Army veterans with more than 50 years of combined active duty service between us. But now, travel is our life.
Hit the subscribe button and leave a comment and continue to join us as we share our travel experiences around the world.
I'm serious. Travel is our life. I mean...
You want to tell them where I'm going?
Just give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Where are you going?
I'm sailing on the Celebrity Apex.
Yeah.
I leave tomorrow.
There's a reason.
By the time this recording comes out, I'll already be gone sailing. And we're sailing out of Norway. I'm sailing out of Norway. Me and the people that are going to be on the ship, we're sailing to Norway. So I'll come back with a lot of information, and we're also going to do a video of that too. So please stay tuned.
I'll be here.
Yes.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Yep.
Before you hit the road. Let's go. All right. What is luxury cruising?
Luxury cruising is a refined experience with high quality accommodations, service, and amenities. Usually a smaller ship that has more space per guest than other cruise lines.
Yeah.
So, you want to tell the people about Windstar and our specific ship, the Star Legend?
I will. But first, remember, it's smaller than other ocean cruise lines. So when you're...
But a little larger than river cruise
Absolutely.
ships.
So when you're thinking about thousands of people, this is a couple hundred. All right. So it is a difference. So that there's 8 levels versus 16, 17, 18. But Windstar, I can absolutely tell you about Windstar. It's an affiliate of Xanterra Travel Collection as of 2011. It's founded in 1984 as Windstar Sail Cruises. The first ship, the Windstar, launched in 1986. They're currently headquartered in Miami, Florida. Windstar operates a 6-ship fleet of small sailing and suite ships. What that means is they literally have sailing ships with the big old sail that goes up and it looks like a beautiful yacht. And then they also have the typical but smaller ocean cruise ships, but they're all suites. They are known for their authentic experiences, their unique port-intensive itineraries, exceptional award-winning service, and they're known as the official cruise line of the James Beard Foundation, which means good food. Our ship was the Star Legend. It has a capacity of over 300 passengers with 8 decks, like I was saying, versus the 16, 17, or 18 on the huge ships. 4 of those decks have cabins. You just go to deck 8. You have the sky bar and grill and a comfortable lounge area that gives you access to the deck. Deck 7 has the fitness center and the pool, but also on deck 7, before you sail, they have a raising the flag ceremony, and it's pretty outstanding.
Yeah.
It definitely is unique, and it's something that sort of links you with the ship.
A tradition.
Yeah, it's a tradition.
Do every sailing.
Absolutely. And then deck 6 has the Compass Rose Lounge. It's like a little theater actually, with a piano and of course a bar in the back. Deck 5 has the lounge reception and cabins. Deck 4 has cabins. Deck 3 has the food, which is the dining room at the Amphora. Our cabin was on deck 5, and it was a balcony suite stateroom. So it's like you walk into your cabin, and it looks like there's 2 cabins stacked side by side. And so the area where the bed is, it's a queen size bed. That's the same amount of area you have for a sitting area. And it's a lot of space. Absolutely.
Very spacious with it being all suite. But just know that the balcony is not a true balcony that you would have on an ocean cruise ship. It's really just a step out balcony. But it doesn't take away from anything that you have going on within that all suite.
Yeah, you can still stand out there and see the ocean.
Yeah.
Can you please tell the people what our itinerary was?
Sure. We arrived in Barcelona 2 days early because we had already planned to do some of the excursions there. We knew we weren't going to have much time once we boarded the ship. So we stayed at the Renaissance Hotel and had a tour guide. He guided us to the La Sagrada Familia.
Beautiful.
The Park Güell.
Yeah.
And the
same architect.
Oh, yeah. And the La Boqueria market. Yes, which is the inside-outside market.
Yeah.
Definitely landmarks that you have to see when you go to Barcelona. We embarked the Windstar Star Legend that evening and stayed the night in port, which was great because that evening we were able to go to a flamenco show. An
authentic flamenco show, which was amazing.
The next day we sailed to Marseille, France and made our own tour to Longchamp and the Old Port.
Led by our own tour guide, who'd never been there before either.
Even though we walked 20,000 steps that day, it was good for us. So
Longchamp is worth seeing, and also Old Port. Is beautiful to see all those sailing ships right there.
Right. The next day we went to Nice, France.
Yes.
We did an excursion with Windstar, a paid excursion with Windstar, which took us to Monaco and Monte Carlo.
Yes.
And you've seen all the movies and, to see the architecture there, to reflect back on the movies you've seen and to actually be there was truly an experience.
And it's the second smallest country in the world.
Right. Oh.
Pretty interesting. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Monte Carlo, James Bond. Bam.
Yeah.
I was there.
And again, we made our own tour around Nice and Aix. Then went to Livorno, Italy the next day, where we immediately caught a train to Florence, visiting the Duomo and seeing the Statue of David.
Yes.
The next day, we disembarked in Civitavecchia, Italy.
We said goodbye to the staff and the crew.
Said goodbye to the staff, the amazing staff and crew, and we spent 2 days in Rome.
Yes, away from the cruise. So, it was great.
Any highlights of the ship that stick out to you?
Absolutely. The biggest highlight was the attention that you receive from the staff. It is literally night and day between large ocean cruise. It's more similar to a river cruise.
Yeah, very personalized.
It's they really got to know you, and they really got to know your habits. That's what made it so amazing. But mostly I love the fact that they had a thank you for sailing with us show. And what that was is the staff would highlight their talents and put on a show for everyone that sailed with them. So that was great. It's fun. What about you, your highlights?
It was a whirlwind experience because, as I just mentioned in the itinerary, we did a lot of things. We went to all the places, and it was, if it not from us reflecting back on, if it wasn't for us reflecting back on the pictures, you forget the different places you saw. So
it was a lot.
It was a lot to take in, and we were exhausted, but I'm glad we did it. But talking about the ship, the fact that all the rooms are suites is a wonderful experience. You have a lot of space there, and really the personalization for everything, because I left my my shawl on the on the bus when we were coming back from Monaco. And I was worried that the bus left. I went and talked to the front desk, and they had already been in contact with the people from the
and got
bus
it back
and got it back to send
easy.
it to our cabin. So it was just it was amazing. So what kind of tips you got for the people?
So, all right. So tip number one is what we always say about cruises, but it's specific for overseas. When you're sailing overseas, make sure that you arrive at least 1 to 2 days early. We say two because you got to acclimate. You got to get your body on their time zone. Tip number 2 is if you go to Barcelona, you have to experience 2 things. 1 is La Sagrada, and 2, you have to experience a live flamenco show.
Amazing.
It is, because you've seen it in cartoons, you've seen it in movies, you've seen people play around with it, but to see authentic where it was born, originated, it's a show. Yeah. Tip 3, if sailing overseas and sailing on a smaller cruise ship, it definitely has its advantages, right? So we arrived in walking distance of the city, and then the larger cruise ships, they had to dock way away and then had to get taxi service or whatever.
To get to the old port, in Marseille specifically.
Yes. Yeah. And also, and Nice as well, because they couldn't get into Nice. The sad truth is you can't do everything. Tip 4. You can't do everything. So strategically think about what you want to see when you're traveling on the Mediterranean so that you can have time to be there in the moment and enjoy it. Okay. And then tip 5, there is an off season when sailing the Mediterranean. The off season is usually September to April. Now, some advantages are that there's less of a crowd. The disadvantages are that not everything is open and the weather may not be to your liking. So I'm a cold weather guy, so I was okay. But my baby, she's warm weather, and she was frustrated a lot.
I was okay mostly. It didn't really rain much.
Yeah, but at night it got chilly.
Yeah, but the weather was sunny during the daytime, so it was fine.
Yeah, because we got a weather break. Yeah. Do you recommend sailing on the Windstar Star Legend?
Yeah, absolutely. But just like you said, with the shoulder season, which is the September to April, that it was a perfect time actually to sail because you didn't really have those big crowds. And the fact with Windstar, you got a chance to interact with the staff, and they were very accommodating with everything. So, do you?
Oh, yes, I do. Definitely. A smaller ocean cruise ship, not a lot of traffic and noise and bling, 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 right?
The casino was probably
a few machines.
4 machines there.
And then the luxury feeling and sailing on the Mediterranean with all that world history that's there. I mean, and one more thing, the water in Mediterranean is so blue that it's ridiculous. It's so picturesque. The whole thing is wonderful.
And that, good people, was our taste of luxury cruise aboard the Windstar Star Legend, and we are hooked.
Without a doubt. Thank you for joining us.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Till next time.
Bye.